Mahesh, if I come to you from a mall perspective again, uh, the way we are moving, it's coming very clear that physical stores are more about experience. The malls are now more about experience. It was always so, but I think we all have started realizing that it's about the experience. What when you enter a mall, when you enter a place to shop, what are mall owners and developers thinking to accelerate that experience or to stay more relevant in that area? Maybe it's like change in categorization of FEC or FNB. Is it more of FNB, FEC happening, or or anything else which you think is happening, and anything else you want to add from there?
Sure. Good afternoon. So we run a specialty mall for home retail, and no other category has been more powerful than home during the entire pandemic. And as I heard in the morning, we discovered corners of the home which we didn't realize we had, right? So during the entire lockdown period, one of the things that we worked on was to reach out to the customer and give the experience that happens physically online. So we, within 55 days or so, we cranked up an entire online website with all our 100 plus national and international brands, and actually did the 360-degree shoots of all the stores, had assisted calling, had customers take online appointments, walk through the stores, and actually did quite a bit of business during that period. Another thing that we did was to also take the mall on wheels to the customer places. And so we actually created something called Creaticity on Wheels. We fondly call it the cow. So and it was a completely air-conditioned vehicle with a complete living room setup, with technology inside. It had e-commerce in it. And we took stuff such as furnishings, bed covers, bed linen, bath linen. Those people could not probably buy the big pieces of furniture during that period. We took the small items to the doorstep of the customer. So literally a mall on wheels in that sense. There again, we brought the physical experience to the customer's doorstep. So ultimately, it's about integrating the advantages of physical commerce along with that of e-commerce. Having said that, I have one point to make. I think omni-channel is being used as a term where its multiple channels exist, right? So the limited knowledge that I have is that omni-channel is all about integrating the channels, right? So and integrating the channels across product, price, promotion, inventory, order fulfillment, and customer service. One stat which I came across was that India ranked somewhere around 19 out of 23 countries on the global omni-channel retail index. And that was done by one of the big four guys. And not that the top countries are way up there, they are scoring 50 on 100 or whatever. The point is that omni-channel retail by itself is nascent globally, and in India it's still pretty nascent. So we have a lot of stuff to do in terms of trying to integrate the channels, align all the channels, all the touch points. It's just not about online versus offline anymore. One of my retailer friends in the home retail segment, I'm not naming him now, he said the customer is the same. He doesn't bother about channels. He is interested in a product that's available to him at his convenience, with the comfort that he desires, at the price that he wants. And if you're able to offer that, then that is value, right? Typically, we have seen that that experience is what needs to be given by every single retailer. As mall developers, our job is to integrate what each of the retailers wants to do, unify it as an experience, and then present it to the customer so that the customer gets one view of what he wants, and we as malls and retailers get one view of the customer. So if you get a unified view of the customer and the customer gets a unified view of us, then I think the experience is well managed. So that's what I would like to say.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I think, Mahesh, I think I would add here is what you are saying is very, very correct. And what Tim Cook has always said that, the customers, they don't know what they want until you give the product or you give the experience in their hand. So we all as a customer, as a retailers, as a developers are exploring that, right? So
and very true, the physical stores have to work primarily on the touch and feel. I think that's the single biggest advantage that physical stores have, and the salespeople inside. So I had done a bit of research, and that said that these two elements, the physical store, the atmosphere that the technology-enriched physical store, and the salesperson inside, contribute more to conversion, more than even the online research. So it's all about using the benefits of physical retail to the max and get the people trained, get the store done up the way it has to be done, not only in terms of look and feel, but to give that touch and feel as well. And the latest I heard is that a couple of years down the line, we're also going to get the touch and feel virtually. If that happens, we'll have to be ready for that as well as physical retailers. So a lot of ground to cover.
Lot of ground.